Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Darren. I hope you're all well and I hope you're having all really good stitchy week. So as you can see today, I'm going to do some work on a pandemic using the Mrs. Sadie silk in the colour Pride. So first of all, I do want to apologise. It may be a noisy one today. There seems to be a lot of cockatoos flying around and making a right racket. So you may hear them in the background, just so that you are aware. So, again, this one is being done on 28 count, random fabric, I don't know what it is. So, let's get to it. So, let's get this part started and then we'll get chatting. So as I say, I'm really enjoying using this silk now. The yellow is really starting to pop, as you can see. So it's looking good. It's a nice chilly day here today. We got down to, well, when I got up this morning, it was 6 degrees. That was at 5:30 when the cats woke me up. No monkeys. Normally it's Ginger who wakes you up in the morning, but when it gets to autumn, winter time, it's Tiger who is always the first one up. So he actually started diving around the house at 4:30 this morning, and then he makes a funny whining noise, which you may have heard him do before. So at 5:30, I'd had enough. So I got up to feed him. Yeah, normally it's Ginger. He's normally the first one up. Wants to wake you up so he can get fed, because he's used to being fed at 4:30. But not the last couple of days. He's been Tiger. Now, I haven't had many questions come through either for the stitch with me, so I think I've only got about 2 or 3. So there's not going to be many questions today answered. So it will just be a bit of blabbering, as you do. So on here at the moment, it's one of the big motifs that I'm going to be working on. And this is towards the end of, this is end of page 1 here. So once I've done this, I'll be about either a quarter way or half a way down the page, page 1. So I just want to thank everybody as well who was asked about my mum. She's doing really well. Spoke to her last night. So today's Sunday. Obviously it'll be Wednesday when you're watching this, or Tuesday actually, because I said I'm going to put this one up earlier. But I'm going to do my mania plans in another video. So she's doing all right. She's hurt her back. She just twisted wrong. But other than that, she's doing really good. So she goes for her next jab in, I think it's 2 weeks. So she's looking forward to that because she says she wants to go out. So she's not actually, other than going to the doctors or hospital. Apologies. Other than going to the doctors or hospitals, she's not been out of the house since the whole coronavirus started. So she really wants to go out and go to the shops. So my brother said once she's had the second jab, then she'll be fine and he'll take her out. Because he doesn't want to take her out before then and she catches it, because obviously our health is at the moment. I don't think it'll be very good for her. And she's looking forward to going to the shops. As I said to her, in the year since she last went out, so it probably won't have changed much. You know what shops are like. Just did that one wrong then. I haven't. So, but she's enjoying going out in the garden. As I said before, she never used to sit out in the garden. And she sits out there whenever my brother's out there, and it's a nice day, so she'll sit out there with him while he's pondering around in the garden. So she got a bit sunburnt, she said the other day, on her legs. Right, let's sort out some questions. I say there's only a couple. First one is from, it's from June, just saying, is Shane camera shy? We ought to get him on camera at some point. Yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah, Shane's not the best person for talking and stuff like that, unless he's had a drink, and then you can't shut him up. Or unless he's talking about cars. Does it all the time to me. He starts talking about cars, it's like, no point talking about cars to me. I have no idea what you're running about. All I know is how to drive a car and how to check the fuel, water, and all that. That's it. You know, go on about all the different parts of a car and that. It's like, I'm not interested. You should know this by now. So I let him rub it on for about 5 minutes, and then it's like, yeah, enough now, shut up. So I had a question as well. I think it was from Patty, asking if my twin doesn't cross stitch. I think that was the question. She'd really come prepared, shouldn't I? You know what I'm like one day. Right, where's my email? I'll tell you exactly what it was. I think it was something like, why does my twin not... Where are we? Yeah, it was from Patty. Yeah, why doesn't your twin cross stitch? So yeah, he used to. He was the one who really got me into cross stitching. I think that's because he did. While I was doing home economics and that's at school, he got put in home economics and textiles. So he was always making something or other. So he's made teddy bears. I think he put that one in the wrong hole. Yeah, he's made teddy bears, he's done cross stitching and all that. So he was the one who really got me into cross stitching, because he used to bring stuff over home and sit doing them. But then all of a sudden he stopped doing his crafty stuff and he's never bothered with it since. So last time I think he did any kind of crafting was maybe about 15 years ago. But cross stitching didn't last him. It didn't last long doing cross stitching. He did it for maybe about a year at the most, and then just stopped. And then asked me to finish pieces off like it started. But they were only like small pieces, so little bookmarks and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's why he started and then just stopped. He bought a load of fabric and stuff like that, and then just didn't bother with it anymore. Why does this not look right? I think I've not done enough stitches. Nope, I've not done enough stitches. So somebody always asks as well, do I ever have to frog out any work that I've done on a stitch with mate? The answer to that is yes. Several times. So I've frogged out work on, what was it, London? I've frogged out work on my Northern Lights, which is a wolf one that I'm restarting. So yeah, a number of times I've had to frog out stuff that I've done on my stitch with maze because I've put it in the wrong spot. And in this case, obviously, I've counted the wrong way. Well, not counted down far enough. And the worst thing is on 28 count, it's a bit more fiddly to frog. It is doable though. It just takes a bit more time. Especially when you're doing it over one. Hopefully it won't mess up the silk. First time I've had to frog anything out with a silk, so we'll see how it goes. I know silk's a bit stronger than normal cotton, so it should be okay. So yeah, so here's a frogging lesson for you. I bet if you can hear the cockatoos. Seems to be a flock of them over in the trees. So I can't see them, I can just hear them. If I ever get a chance to get a photo of them for you, I will do. I'll say normally you only get like maybe the odd one or two. You don't normally get like a group of them. Well, today, it seems to be all of them are around. They really are noisy. They actually started this morning. I think that's probably why Tiger got up early. Come on. Get out. Yeah, I think it was about... Well, I first did them about 5 o'clock this morning, so... They've definitely been up a while. Which I'm surprised because it wasn't full daylight then. The sun was barely up at all. It was still dark when I got up. So I'm surprised the cockatoos were up at that time. But obviously they had better plans. It's a bit hard seeing the yellow and green on these when you're frogging. I get two different lots here. There we go. No, don't want them ones, I want them ones. Gotcha. And there we go. So this is a frogging video today. So let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. One stitch too short. Never mind. Let's try this again. So, right, going back to brothers. So, yes, he's not done any kind of crafting for a while. My elder brother doesn't do crafting full stop. He's too busy building stuff. He's a builder. As I call him an odd job man. He does all sorts, but he mainly does building work and like renovation work, which is handy if you want him to do something for you. You just have to wait forever for him to do it. Family does not get priority, even if you're paying him. It's like, nah, you're getting it cheaper so you can wait. Oh, thanks. I said, well, don't give me the discount and do it earlier. He's like, no, don't work like that, you're family. And so, thanks. So, yeah, but he's never been a crafter, my older brother. Right, 2, 1, 2. Right, okay. I'm back on track. I know where I am now. Right, so as I say, I've not got many questions today. So a lot of it's just going to be blabbering on. But let's get into the questions that I do have. Right, so where's my questions gone? Here we go. So again, this one is from Cardiff Stitcher, so Danielle, who said, have you ever thought about doing animal panorama by Pain-Free Crafts? I'm currently doing it and it's confetti as hell. So that one I have seen and I do want it. So that will actually be on my wish list for me to get at some point. So with Pain-Free Crafts, if you don't know, they do a club. I've just put them in completely the wrong spot, haven't I? Yes. It's going to be one of those videos. So they do a club where you pay £10 a month. And then at the end of 6 months, you get a voucher. So you can order a kit or something for the value of, I think it works out about £75. So you get it cheaper. You get like a 20% discount off. So, which I think is really, really good. So I've just joined up for that. So panorama animal ones is on my wish list. I also have another tiger one, funnily enough, on my wish list, which was the one I have shown before on my Stitch With Me, and I've also shown it on one of my channels when I was reviewing pain-free crafts. So it looks really, really awesome. So it is one of mine, and that one is, it's really, really good. It's all different animals from all different areas. So it's got koalas on there, orangutans, and that stitch doesn't look right there. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. I'm not fogging it all out again. So yeah, so it does have a fair few different animals on there. I'm assuming it's quite a large piece as well, but it looks really, really good. So I'm going to do that one. And then I got another one again. Oh yeah, it was actually Danielle who asked, have you ever done a Stitch With Me session and had to frog it because you made a mistake? No. Why would I do something like that? Next one is from Laurie, who said, you make stitching on 25 count look so easy. Do you use a magnifier? I find the lower counts hard to see. No. The one that you're talking to, Laurie, referring to, Laurie, was last week's Stitch With Me, and that was on 28 count, not 25 count. But no, I don't use a magnifier. I do have glasses that I'm meant to wear, but I don't. The only time I actually wear my glasses is when I'm stitching on Castle Wolves. For some reason, I think just because it's such light colours, I can't see where I've been. But once I put my glasses on, I can see, funnily enough. But I don't use any kind of magnification at all. I find it quite easy to see the holes on 25 and 28 count. So yes, a touch wood at the moment. My eyes are still good enough to be able to see them normally. And even with the Mirabilia, that one's 32 count, and I can see the holes fine on that one as well. Not a problem with that one. I just have a problem with counting on that one, because I'm still not used to the over 2 part. I'm used to doing everything over 1. So, and we'll see when I come to doing the skin on that one. Whether I'm going to do that over 1 or over 2. Funny feeling I might do it over 1, just because it's some challenge. I think I've stuffed up on here again. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I haven't. Ooh, I thought I'd stuffed up again. So yeah, so as I say, I'm thinking of doing the Mirabilia skin over 1. But we'll see when it comes to doing it, because now my luck, I'm going to count it all incorrectly, as you do, and then have to frog it all, which I definitely do not want to do. So I may do a little test stitch in the corner just to make sure I can do over 1 okay, and then go for it. And I think that's all the questions I had. As I say, I didn't have many questions this time around. So this will be video number 2 of 3 that you'll get this week. And the third one will be what I plan on doing for Mania. My plans are not overly dramatic. Couple of new starts, and then it's mainly just working on pieces that I've already started. So yeah, I've already done the video for my Mania one, so it's not a very big one. It's only about 15-20 minutes long, so it's not a large video, so I haven't got loads and loads of stuff to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know some people out there are going to be starting, I think it's 21 projects for the year 2021 for Mania, and I was like, nah, that's not for me. That's going to be way too many whips to try and organise. It's bad enough with the amount I've got at the moment, and I've only got about 26. I don't need to add another 21 to it. I think with the planned start ones I've got, it may take it up to maybe about 30 whips I'll have. Ish, roughly. But yeah, I don't want to be starting absolutely loads and loads of stuff. That's just going to be too ridiculous, and then trying to find places to store it all as well. I've only got a little tub to put it in until I get like a craft room or something sorted out, and some cupboards, but until then I've only got my little tub. Well, I say little tub, it's a big tub with all my projects in. Right, that's that. So with the silk one, obviously because it's on 28 count, I'm not going to attempt to pin stitch it, so it's just getting fed under the other floss. And if for any reason I do need to frog it, I can easily pull it back out. So as you're aware again as well, this silk is split up into 3 different parts. So they're all different ones. So I just kind of follow on. So I've just done the yellow to green, well, green to yellow, and then I'll do from the orange to purple, and then I'll start it all over again. I do apologise, my phone's just gone off. You noticed every time I do stitch with me, my phone always pings. Every time. I have that worry it'll ring. Now Shane's not in at the moment, he's gone with his sister to see his mum and dad. So you can guarantee in a minute you'll phone up. He's also gone to see as well about getting some plants. There's somewhere on Gumtree or something like that is selling, not selling, giving away some, which plants are they? Not magnolias. I can't remember what they're called now. It's like a shrub anyway, with some which flowers every year. Quite popular over here. But this bloke basically wants his trees cutting well, trimming back, so he's offering him free cuttings just to get his tree trimmed down. So, which is a good way of doing things. So, frangipanis, that's the word. That's the ones I was looking for. Frangipani trees. So he's going to go and see about getting a load of frangipani cuttings as well. And I said to him, where are you planning on putting all these? He went, in the ground. I was like, you haven't even put your money tree in the ground that you've had for like 4 weeks. Yeah, I'll get that done as well. Yeah, alright then, whatever. Shane's what I call a gunner. He's always going to do this. Going to do this, going to do that. Never does it. He's also going to wash the car as well, apparently. I believe that when I see it as well. I do like the orange on this variegated floss as well. It doesn't show up as bright as it is on the in life, but on camera it doesn't look too bad. The orange is really, really nice. My orange is my favourite colour, so I'm going to say that, aren't I? Right. Let's do this 2 stitches and I'll also if I've got any more questions. I don't think I've got any more. I think that's all I had. Tell you what though, I do like using the silk. It glides through these holes really, really easily, even at 28 count. So yeah, that's all the questions I've got. So yeah, so silk, I'm definitely gonna use it again. I really enjoy working with it. And so I have got the other hank of silk as well, which is I'm going to use for Anzac when my brother finally gets it for me. He's been getting me it now since January, and I'm still waiting. I see it being going to have to be me buying it eventually. Maybe he's just waiting till our birthdays in September. Just so then he can say he thought of a present for me, even though I asked him for it. So yesterday I was planning on being yesterday obviously being Saturday, was being a stitchy day. I did my floss tube update, and then I did my plans for Mania video, and then I was going to do my stitch with me as well yesterday, but that didn't happen. We ended up having Shane's sister over, and then they went shopping, and then they came back from shopping and stayed around forever. So by the time they disappeared yesterday, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So needless to say, I didn't get much stitching done at all. But I have started on the next page of my Tiger family piece. That one is slowly coming along. I've stitched in all the part threads that was already there. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I may have started finding the tiger. One of the colours actually goes from down to near that corner where I think it's going to be. And it is a brownish colour, so I think I have actually found a tiger, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to have to do some more stitching on that later on, obviously, just to make sure it is a tiger or not. So I'm hoping it is. which will kind of spur me on a bit more to work on it a bit faster. Get more stitching done in it, just so then I can get onto at least doing the tiger's face. When I get that done, so then at least I can show that there is a tiger there. And then it gives me something to look at as well when I'm stitching. These cockatoos are really, really noisy today. I do apologise if you can hear them all screeching in the background. I'm assuming you probably heard that one, that's why I stopped talking, because it was really, really loud. It was flying over the house. So yeah, they are really, really loud. I'm gonna put a little video in as well at the end of this. Am I? Yeah. Oh no, I've done that on my other phone. Maybe I won't. But so if I can, I'll put it in at the end of this one. If not, it will be in my update video. I was sat at the back yesterday with the cats, and I could hear this tapping, and I was like, what's that tapping? I have no idea what it is. So I guess up to go and have a look, see if I could see anything, and I couldn't see anything around, and I was like, well, what's tapping? Anyway, after looking around a bit more, I found out what it was. And these little birds here. I don't know what kind of birds they are. They're quite comical, but I don't know what they are. And one of them decided he didn't like the wing mirror on my car. So it was actually, no, the wing mirrors on my car fold in when you lock the car. So he was actually in between the driver's window and the wing mirror, bashing the wing mirror to bits. Well, going hell for leather on it, because he didn't like whatever it was seeing, which was obviously its own reflection, but he was attacking it like mad, which was quite comical. Now, he's done it a couple of times since then. First time he did it was just a case of open the wing mirrors. Well, just unlock the car so the wing mirrors open. I thought, oh, that'll make him fly off. Nah, he carried on attacking it. It just made it easy for him to get to. So, walked up to the car and he flew off. And then, as I say, he was doing it again yesterday. So, again, walked up to the car and he flew off. But he only flew into the tree near the gate. And then came back and started attacking it again. So luckily he hasn't got a sharp beak, because he hasn't broke the wing mirror. But yeah, it was just so comical to watch this little bird just attacking the wing mirror for no apparent reason whatsoever, other than the fact that it was there. See now, these the little birds, I'd say I don't know what they are. I've only seen them around, I don't know what they're called. But they are quite comical. We generally got them in the garden. And they just like hop around everywhere and, as the phrase goes, shakes their tail feathers at you. They like to torment the cats as well. They're a bit like I think they're called noisy miners were the other ones that do it. But these ones torment them just as well. But they are comical. I say Shane doesn't know what kind of birds they are. His sister doesn't know what kind of birds they are. She says she's never seen them before. And it's like, really? We've always got them here. So she's never seen them, so she don't know what they are. So, but I can't get every time I go to take a picture of them, I can't get a picture, so I can then have a look it up online to see what they are. But yet they'll let me video them, but they won't let me take a photo. Obviously must be camera shy. As I say, I didn't have anything to talk about. We're already at 40 minutes. That's gone really, really fast. Mind you, some of that was me just frogging, but hey, it's gone quick. Wherever this motif is, it's definitely going to be very colourful. Yes, so I'm really enjoying working with this silk, so if nobody's used silk before, I highly recommend giving it a try. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used it, and I'm really enjoying it. Now again, I say with Mrs. Sadie's silks, I don't know what she washes them in, but what if she washes them in? The smell just lasts and lasts and lasts. I'm going to say, I got these in January, and I can still smell whatever she's washed it in now. It smells really, really nice. Maybe I should contact her and ask her what she uses. So yeah, definitely will buy more silk. What I would use it for, I have no idea. But I would definitely buy more silk. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to say, obviously, I want to do Anzac. So I'll be using silk on that. And then who knows, after that, maybe I might start another long dog. I'm going to pick a different silk for that one. We will see. I don't know if any of you watch Crafty Emily. Also a Floss tuber on here. She's in the UK. She does a lot of the long dogs. She likes working on the long dogs. She was the one that did the, I think it's called Sansui or something like that, and she did it in all different colours, all like rainbow colours. It looked really, really good. I think I mentioned it before, but she's now started doing knitting. Castles in the air. So that came from doing a Zoom meeting, and somebody just mentioned, wonder if you could knit it. So she went, well, let's find out. So she started knitting it, and I'm a little bit behind on Floss Tube. I'm about 2 weeks behind, so I don't know how far she's got with it now. But from the one I watched the other day, it's coming along really, really well. And it looks really, really good. And to say it's been knitted, you can see all the writing on there as well. And you can see all the motifs really, really clearly. So she's doing a really good job on it. So I can't wait to see how far she gets with it and whether she keeps it up. Hopefully she will. I think it's going to end up being a blanket or something like that. But it looks really, really good. So if you've not seen it, I highly recommend going over and having a look at that. So yeah, I think she's got 4 long dogs going at the moment. One of them she started it, and she ended up doing it on 28 count. She doesn't normally do 28 count, 1/1. She normally does it over 2. I don't know why, but for this one, she did it 1/1 that she's doing. She's going how small the stitches and everything are, but it looks really, really good what she's done. The rest of them, I think, are over 2. She uses a couple of Mrs. Sadie's silks as well. She's got the hydrangea. I think it's hydrangea. Like the bluey coloured one. Oh, it's like a really nice colour to have as well. So, but yeah, I'm gonna say definitely go over and check what she's doing with hers. It depends if you like the long dog samplers and stuff like that. She does a couple of full coverage as well. She's doing Heaven and Earth full coverage on 14 count, and this thing is huge. It's called the Key, I believe it is. It's like a dragon on a wall wrapped around a key. It's absolutely massive. It looks really, really good, but it's massive. But yeah, she's a pretty quick stitcher. She manages to get a fair few stitches in each week. Mind you, that might slow down now because obviously in the UK they've all been on lockdown. So she actually has to start going back to work now. I'm assuming she'll probably actually be at work because, as I said, the last video I watched from hers was about 2 weeks ago. And she's done about that. From the following week, she was back at work doing a couple of hours a day. So we'll see how she comes along with her knitting and stuff like that while being at work. But it looks really, really good anyway. I'm going to finish this length off, and I think that should do for today. So, I'm going to say the people who won the charts on the video, on my main update video, well, as of today, 3 have already contacted me and got their charts. So they're over the moon. One person who actually won said she's actually going to go buy a lottery ticket because she's never won anything before. So she's going to buy a lottery ticket. So just remember who gave you the luck, okay? Yeah. Feel free to share your lottery winnings. Unless it's about $30, then you can keep that. Nope, don't want that one. Here I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, but in the right spot, that's right. So today, I was doing a bit of work on my Tiger family one, and I actually had Ginger come and sit on my knee. Now, he never sits on my knee, ever. And so the only one who will sit on your knee normally is Tiger. Well, that's only in the winter time because he wants to keep warm. So that's the only time he will actually come and sit on you. Any other time, he's not bothered. Ginge and Kitty don't come and sit on you at all. The only time they actually sleep on you is at night time, during winter. And they always sleep on me, so I end up with Ginge in between my legs, near my feet, and then I have Kitty on my side, and Tiger over my feet. So I'm nice and toasty in winter. Sometimes a bit too warm. But other than that, they won't come and sit with you. And I just sat down. Obviously, it must have been a bit chilly for Ginge, so he just came over and plonked himself on me and went to sleep. And I was like, well, this is a first. I was like, well, I'm not going to disturb him, because it's not very often he sits, well, he doesn't sit with me at all. So I thought, I'm not going to disturb him. He probably won't stay here long anyway. But he didn't. He stayed about 20 minutes and then got up and went over to the other side of the settee and went back to sleep over there. I'm waiting for the day that Kitty comes and sits on my knee, then I'll be shocked. Because anytime she actually comes up for a fuss or anything like that, as if she wants feeding. I've turned her into a right ham monster at the moment. I gave him some ham the other morning. Well, a couple of weeks ago. Because I was making sandwiches for work and I had one piece of ham left. So I thought I'd just give it to the cats. And that was it every morning. Now she wants ham. So she'll sit and she doesn't really meow very much. She's only got really quiet meow as it is. But she'll sit there meowing at you because she wants a ham, to tell you she needs ham. So I'll have to get the ham out and feed her. So yeah, I've turned them into ham monsters at the moment, all three of them. They all know now when the ham's coming out. So when I get my snap ready in the morning for work, I'll take my cereal with me for first break, and then I'll take my sandwich for my last break. So as soon as I hear the cereal going into the container, that's it. They're all there because they know the ham's coming out afterwards. So yes, I've turned them into ham monsters. They love the ham. Just mark this off. So don't forget. I'm up to. Just make sure I'm in the right spot. So we call them public holidays here. In the UK we call them bank holidays, but we've got public holiday tomorrow, which is Monday. So that's good. So I get an extra day of stitching this week. And then next week, it's May Day bank holiday. So this one is for Anzac Day, although Anzac Day is today. But for some reason they moaned that we missed out on a public holiday over in Queensland. Some of the other places, some of the other states I think still get that as a public holiday, and we normally miss it. I don't know why. So we've decided that this year we're having the Monday off, which is good, and then next Monday is May Day. So we get another public holiday, so I've got another 3-day weekend next weekend. It's even better. Next weekend we're meant to be going to get a new sofa. So one of the blokes at work is moving because the house he's in, the owner wants it back, wants to move into it because he's in a rental. So he's getting rid of some of his furniture. So we're getting a sofa from him. So this sofa is a 3-seater, but it's all the recliners. It's the electric ones, so it has lights in it and the recliners, and I don't know how long that was on there for, so I don't know if you got all this. I've got my low power thing on, so but we're getting a recliner anyway, with all the electrics, and then I can have the ones with got the drop down section in the middle, so you can put USBs in. Well, it's got USBs in, so you can charge your phones and stuff. So that's going to be fun. So we're meant to be picking that up next week. I don't know what day next week, but we're meant to be picking it up next week. So that should be fun. I've always wanted a recliner. Hopefully I can still fit my Lowry stand around it, and that the arms aren't too long, because if not I don't want it. From what I've seen on the photos, it doesn't look too bad with the width of the arms, so I should be okay, hopefully, because as I say, I need to be able to get my Lowry stand under there so I can still stitch. Alright, so while I'm finishing this part off because my fan is going to die soon. We'll look at ending it here. So again, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Again, any questions or comments, then please feel free to drop those down below. Or you can email me as well. Again, email details will be down below as well. Also on Instagram, under Dizzy Stitcher. Again, you can just send me a message on there. So it is good receiving questions from yourselves and giving them answers, although sometimes you look at it and you think, I've already answered that one, but never mind, I'll do them again. It makes it easier for me than trying to think of topics to come up with. Well, so far I've managed. I'll say this one's nearly an hour long video, so not bad to say I only had 3 questions to answer. I've made it to an hour. Well, almost an hour. So, again, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope you got plenty of stitching done. If you've never used silk before, I highly recommend trying it because this silk is absolutely fantastic. I love how the colours are turning out on this one as well. See how dubious I were first with regards to the yellow. It's really coming along and I really enjoy it. So, highly recommend giving silk a try. I'm definitely going to get more. What I'll use it for, I have no idea. But again, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your week. You get plenty of stitching done. And I'll catch you in my next video, which, as I said, so this will be out earlier than normal. So this will be out on probably Tuesday. So then I can get my menu one out on Thursday. And then my update one out on Saturday. So it's all go. So you're going to probably get fed up of seeing videos from me this week. Do not answer that one. So again, thank you very much, guys. Again, hope you have a great stitchy week. Stay safe wherever you are. And I'll catch you in my next video. So, a quick zoom out so you can see how it's coming along. It's looking awesome. So, there we go, guys. So, that's Pandemic using Mrs. Sada's silk. So, thanks again for your time, guys. Much appreciated. And I will catch you in my next video. Until then, bye-bye for now.